Hello kids. Today, we'll dive into the enchanting story of a little sprout named Sammy. Once upon a time in a lush green meadow, there lived a tiny seed named Sammy. Sammy dreamed of growing into a big strong plant like the ones around him. One warm spring day, a gentle breeze carried Sammy to a cozy patch of soil. He settled in and waited. Soon, the rain began to fall and Sammy felt the cool water soaking into the ground around him. Sammy began to change, and soon, he sprouted a tiny root that dug into the soil to drink water. This root was like a straw sucking up the nutrients Sammy needed to grow. Above the ground, a small green shoot began to reach for the sky. This shoot was Sammy's stem and it was strong and steady, helping Sammy stand tall. Sammy's first leaves began to unfold, soaking up the sunlight. These leaves were like tiny kitchen, and they could make food for Sammy through a magical process called photosynthesis. The leaves created energy using the sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide from the air, making Sammy stronger every day. It's like Sammy was making his own yummy snack to help him become big and strong. As weeks went by, Sammy grew bigger and stronger. His leaves spread out wide, and he even started to grow buds. One morning, Sammy woke up to find that his buds had blossomed into beautiful flowers. The flowers were not just pretty, they had an important job. Inside the flowers were tiny parts called pollen. Bees and butterflies visited the flowers, collecting nectar and carrying pollen from one flower to another in a process called pollination. This helped Sammy produce seeds, continuing the cycle of life. Sammy noticed its surroundings. Some plants had thick waxy leaves to store water because they lived in the dry desert. Others, like the water lilies in the pond, had wide flat leaves that floated on the water. Sammy realized that each plant was unique and had special adaptations to help it survive in its environment. Sammy's flowers eventually turned into fruits, each containing seeds. These seeds were like Sammy once was, ready to start their own journeys. Some seeds were carried away by the wind, others by animals, and some even by water. Sammy knew that wherever they landed, they would find their place and grow into strong, healthy plants. Sammy the seed was happy to know that he was part of the magical plant life cycle, helping to keep the garden beautiful and full of life. And so, the story of Sammy continued, with new seeds planted and new stories to tell, all celebrating the wonder of nature. Thank you for joining me on this magical journey. Until next time, keep dreaming and growing.